Hey everyone, Colin here, and wanted to give you a quick market update. So here's some of the things that we've been looking at. One, let's take a look at the Bitcoin dominance. Okay, now I actually had an alert that went off, and it said, Bitcoin dominance is back down to 40. Look for a bounce. Okay, and that bounce in Bitcoin dominance, what that simply means is that usually when Bitcoin dominance is rising, the altcoins will normally suffer a little bit more, okay? But when Bitcoin dominance is dropping, we pretty much have alt season, right? When it happened up here, we had a parabolic alt season. When it happened right here and we broke this rising support line, we had another alt season in terms of a mini alt season. Alts were going crazy. Now the Bitcoin dominance is starting to bounce, and we can see some things that are happening. For example, Bitcoin has only dropped maybe 1%, and you have Hbar, for example, that has dropped almost 30%. Right? Let's take a measured move here. Look at that, over 21%. So Bitcoin has only dropped 1% in the last day, and Hbar has dropped over 21%. Now, still very bullish on Hbar because let's look at the big picture. Remember now, Hbar has just, hold on, let me delete this. Hbar just crossed its all-time high. Okay, it just crossed its all-time high, which is right here at 820 Satoshis. Okay, so this is the major support level that we're looking for this to hold, but this is just a wicks. So to be honest, even here at 750 Satoshis is probably around the lowest level or so that we really want to hold support on. Okay, as you can see, we already came down and held support at this level, and then we bounced up another, call it 50%. Okay, and as you can see, the measured move, the first measured move for the take profit level was here, 1163, and that hit the target perfectly. Now, if you took your profits, you have the opportunity to buy back in at over 20% less. Now, it still might go down a bit, but ultimately right now, because of this move, I can tell you Hbar is looking very bullish over the coming weeks. So that is nothing less than what I expect. Okay, in terms of the whole Bitcoin play, if you all saw my previous videos, I've also been talking about this pattern that has been playing out so far, that is basically mirroring this pattern over here. Right, I've said that in several videos now, guys. I've said that in several videos now. So just like how we have this set of higher highs and higher lows, but we have divergence in the RSI, it's the same way we had over here, higher highs and higher lows, but we have divergence in the RSI. We have lower highs and lower lows, and eventually the price action catches up to what the RSI is doing. So that is why I expected us to, I actually was looking for us to maybe come to about 49,000 or so, and then take another dip down. Where do I expect us to go? I expect us to get, we could go as low as about 38,100 here. Why do I choose this amount, this level? Because again, if we look at the previous drop, when we had all this divergence, we came right down to the bottom of this first big correction, right? That's exactly where we came. So if we were to directly imitate or mimic this pattern, that would take us down here, which is the bottom of this first major correction, which is at the level of 37,700. All right, so will we go straight down? I don't expect it to. Anything can happen. It could happen very quickly. Then I think if we get down here, I think it's going to be a parabolic move up after that. But that's what we're looking out for. Okay, so keep your eyes peeled on that. In terms of the CEX broker, if you're looking for trading opportunities, then here's what we can look at so far. If you're looking at DOT, all right, we're on the rise right now. However, look, if you're looking for some buying opportunities, so right now DOT is we're still trying to get to $40. We went up here now to 38. Okay, it's taking a support bounce right here. Just take a look at the time frames. Here we go. So we're getting a bounce off of the 200 moving average on the 1 hour time frame. All right, that's always a good sign for when you expect to get a bit of a bounce off of the 200. So we could have a little relief bounce here. So this is not a bad time. Otherwise, if you're looking for another opportunity for a buy, then it would be down here. If we come to correct again on the 200, that would be just at about 30,000, 29,000. And I can tell you, if Bitcoin takes a quick spike down, then this can very easily be reached if Bitcoin takes a quick spike down. Okay, so just look out for that if you're looking at buying opportunities, right? You could, and this also perfectly aligns with this level of this support line that I have right here. If I zoom out, I can see why I put the support line here. Okay, and that's, here we go. Because if you look across here, look at this. Resistance, support, 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 resistance, resistance. So that's why this support level at $29.50 or so, that's why that level is significant. So we could see a correction coming all the way down to the $29 level. If so, then like I said, I expect just another nice bounce to take us upwards. Alright, so that's what you pay attention for in case we have a bounce, or in case we have a big dip at this point. Okay, so be on the lookout for that. Synthetics recently has been on a really nice run. And as you can see again, much needed correction here as well. Here's what I'm looking for in terms of buying opportunities. As you can see, I have my buy order set right here at $12.95. Why? Because that also ties in with the 50 moving average. What I find when we're doing retracements and using the Bollinger Bands on these time frames is the first occurrence where these lines actually meet, we always get a bounce. So I'm looking for a small bounce here at $12.95, and probably will get a bounce to maybe $13.80 or so. But based on what Synthetics is doing here, if we end up going and closing on a lower low here, then look for a lower high to be posted. And then I think we go back down to the beginning of this pattern, which was at $10.50. If we get down there again, great buying opportunity. Again, if Bitcoin goes down to 37,000, which from here, guys, is really only, maybe 20% or so, which is only really 20%. So that definitely could happen, especially if Bitcoin drops by 20%. Then, hey, it would be easy for us to see Synthetics go down. This would only be the same thing, or only about 25%. Anyway, I think that would be a huge buying opportunity. We should get a nice bounce right there at that level, 1040. And let's look at our other time frames. Yeah. So this is what you're looking out for, but synthetics is looking really good, I think, in the coming weeks because it is about to break over, break out of this significant resistance line here. It just had to come down and take a cool down, to be honest. Um, but I think once we get above this level, then again we're looking at a measured move. First take profit level, I think around $18. So breaking out of 14 to 18, you know, it's about 25% or so. And that actually perfectly lines up with this wick right here. So that would be my first target in terms of if we break back above this level and close as support. Look for that move to $18, come back down for a correction, and then I think we head back up for $22 synthetics. Okay, so those are some of the strategies and stuff that I'm looking at and I'm looking for. At the end of the day, guys, don't get discouraged. Even if Bitcoin comes down and takes quite a dip, this market and this run, I think, is far from over. But if you're looking at similar targets, this is just something that you can expect and look out for, right? Especially if we break this level here, right around 42,000 or so. Matter of fact, we could get another bounce if we come down here. And then, but I think that the real significant bounce area will be somewhere around here, around the $37,000, $38,000 level. All right, so that's what I'm looking out for, guys. You can trade accordingly, and until next time, take care.